back. This is Boomer Life on CL 650.
Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't want to miss it when you hit that high.
Okay, already. We're awake. We're awake. Some music from Wham as we go on with this episode of Boomer Life with our guests Dave Temlin and Terry Harder from Innovative Sleep Solutions in the South Surrey White Rock down there at 3033 King George Boulevard, right across the road from the South Surrey Auto Mall. And Ocean Park Ford, I believe, is probably your closest neighbor in that group. So,
right, you are.
Yeah. So wanted to talk a little bit about specialty beds because, Terry, you've mentioned BioFlex magnet beds. Dave, you've mentioned iComfort beds. These are just two of many different product lines that you carry at Innovative Sleep Solutions that are unlikely to be found in many other sleep stores anywhere in Metro Vancouver. So tell us why you've gone for these specialty lines and tell us more about them.
Well, again, it's getting back to focusing on the consumer's health. We want to bring in the best technology that is available to enhance the customer's health and sleeping situation, and again, it all ties into the innovation, trying to be a leader in the marketplace for a couple of guys that have been in the mattress industry for a long time, really focusing on sleep, and of course, what does that entail? You're finding the consumer the right solution for their needs.
Right.
So that's why it was just, as far as Terry and I felt, it was a no-brainer coming up with the name Innovative Sleep Solutions. So when we focus on the
because you guys,
health,
if I can just interrupt for a second, between you have over 50 years experience in this business.
Sure.
So when you decide to become innovative, you really know what you're being innovative about, having spent decades in the business and seeing everybody do it righter, and sometimes not quite so right. You come up with a business model that really separates you from the crowd.
Well, it does, because everything in our store has to be tied into the consumer's health. So again, focusing on the specialty line that'll have Certipure foams, just the regular lineup, priced under $1,000, under $800, in that same idea in mind with the Certipure foams.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're looking at the best of the product lines, what the companies have to offer, the industry-leading suppliers like the iComfort system by Certa that we spoke about in the last segment,
right?
The 100% certified organic latex, the medical magnet therapy beds, which we'll talk about in a couple of minutes, and also the Simmons Black collection, the cable pocket coil. So they have the latest technology. The best spring system that's ever been manufactured is the pocket coil spring.
Okay.
Where each coil spring is individually wrapped.
Is this the bowling ball thing?
That's the bowling ball thing.
Okay. Now you see, as soon as you say that, everybody goes, "Oh, right. Now I know what you mean." Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is that you look at all the manufacturers out there, and everybody has followed suit trying to copy Simmons, and Simmons has done a phenomenal job branding that product.
They have.
And marketing the pocket coil spring with that bowling ball.
I was just going to say, as soon as you say the bowling ball thing, absolutely everybody knows what you're talking about. It's like Kleenex. It's a tissue. But no, it's not. It's a Kleenex. They own the look.
Well, it's the best spring ever designed.
Wow.
And everybody else is following suit, trying to introduce their design of it.
Right.
But there's only a couple of manufacturers that actually make them in this marketplace. And most of the other companies out there are imported from China, so you don't know what the quality of the steel is. So Simmons actually manufacture theirs. They're using a higher carbon
content steel.
Yes.
This is the Black collection now?
Well, all the entire Beauty Rest collection, but the Black collection is different in the sense that what they're doing is they're using a cable coil. So they're taking that technology of the coil spring, the pocket coil spring, and they're taking three wires, and they're braiding them together like a rope or your hair braid.
Right.
So you're intertwining them and forming one coil spring, which is going to give you 3 times the support as compared to one coil.
Okay.
So then what they do is every second coil spring throughout the mattress from head to toe has a cable coil, then it's got a regular pocket coil, then a cable pocket coil, then a regular pocket coil, and a cable pocket coil, and so forth. So the technology on this is second to none. In their top-of-the-line collection, the Black collection, their number one best of the best that they've got is the Regal. They're actually using diamond dust infused in the foam of the product. Why diamond dust, you're going to ask me?
Yes, thank you for taking my next question.
Well, because they have recognized that diamond dust actually is one of the best cooling agents ever discovered. They use it in radars. They use it in high-end electronic devices.
Interesting.
And it's fantastic for dissipating the heat naturally. And then with the air-cool technology that they put on the sidewall, it sucks the heat out of the mattress. It's just an amazing top-of-the-line quality product.
And if heat, and Terry, you've talked about this in the past too, for some people, just trying to get a good night's sleep is a real sweaty event every night. Some people don't sleep well because their body generates more heat than the person beside them or the person in the next apartment. It's a very unique physical characteristic, but there are ways of mitigating that elevated body temperature with a different type of mattress.
Absolutely, and on that point, Sterling, at our store, we often talk, and people agree, we talk about what they experienced last night sleeping.
Right.
And what we'll say is, last night, and this will ring true with a lot of people listening to us today, is that they'll say what'll happen is you'll get hot, so you'll wake up because you want to kick the covers off your legs to find a cold spot in the bed. And then after a while, what happens is you get cold, so you wake up.
And you pull the covers back on.
And you pull the covers back on. And all night long, you're going back and forth with that. And that's hence why we carry products like Beauty Rest Black Series, because with the specialty foams that they use in the bed and things like diamond dust and other things that we can talk about, it adds a special breathability benefit to the bed. So you're not being woken up as much throughout the night with wide fluctuations of being hot and cold.
Right.
Now, of course, if you're particularly susceptible to that, you may want to look at organic latex with 4 pounds of pure virgin wool that offers even better body regulating temperatures, perhaps.
Okay.
And so we have a product for everyone, not just in the mattresses, but in our specialty latexes and memory foams even. We have special breathability qualities. So that is a very important part of a better night's sleep.
Dave, when people come into the store and you and Terry start asking them about how'd you sleep last night, are some of them, I would imagine some of them are probably relieved to have somebody ask about how that's going because they're not sleeping well. Are there some people who just go, well, why do you want to know? What's it to you, pal?
I've never had a customer, come take it that way. It's always been a very, appreciated comment.
I would think that, in some stores when you're shopping for mattresses, you want somebody to go, do you have any special sleep requirements? What do we have here that really could work for you? And in many cases, they don't get anybody asking those questions.
Well, for sure, and especially when it comes to ailments such as arthritis or fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, good heavens, the list goes on and on.
The chronic
Diabetes,
pain scenarios, right, yeah.
And that's where the magnet therapy products really come in handy. The magnet therapy are made, once again, they're also made in Surrey by Restonic, and they are exclusive to us. You will not find them anywhere else in the marketplace. And they're phenomenal for relieving the consumer's pain and inflammation. And how they work, they've got the BioFlex concentric circle medical magnets, which are about 2.5 to 3 inches in diameter.
Okay.
And they have a space between the positive and negative charges, if you will, in the mattress, the magnetic fields. So by having a gap between the positive and the negative, it allows the magnetic field to kind of fight back and forth with each other, if you can imagine that.
Right.
Allowing it to work upwards in a 3D configuration. So that penetrates the human tissue. It opens up the vascular system. It increases your blood circulation.
How many of these little 2.5-inch circular magnets would be, Dave, in, say, a queen-size bed?
Well, there's 330 to be exact.
Oh, boy, okay.
There's 440 in a king size.
Ah.
And
so this is no fooling around magnet stuff, then. This is the real deal, isn't it?
It is indeed. And, they've got, good heavens, there's all kinds of studies that have been done on the products over the years. They don't tend to lose their strength over time. My wife and I sleep on one. We just absolutely love it. She has arthritis in her hips. She gets a lot of migraine headaches.
And the stimulation provided by the magnetic field in the bed is the ticket as far as
well, it is.
managing all of those chronic pain conditions.
Due to the fact that it helps to increase the blood circulation by reoxygenating the blood.
Right.
And helps to remove toxins from the affected areas. That's why it can assist with swelling and inflammation, reducing pain and suffering.
And what percentage overall, and you've been at it now long enough that you would have that big picture, what percentage of overall sales do these BioFlex magnet beds represent, Dave? Because it certainly sounds that for some people, they would be the perfect solution.
Well, I can tell you, I just actually did a summary on our first year in business, and it worked out to be 17.3%.
I'm glad I asked.
Yes.
You just got all the figures fresh in your head. I had no idea.
I did, yeah.
That's great stuff.
So just over 17%.
So that's a significant amount of sales on an annual basis.
About 1 out of 6.
Right.
Yeah.
So then again, people is the message starting to get out, Terry? Do people listen to the broadcasts here and know that when they come into Innovative Sleep Solutions, they can look you straight in the eye and have that all-important conversation about their personal needs? Is that barrier now broken down? Do people come into the store looking forward to that conversation?
Absolutely, Sterling, and we say to people, we'll spend as much time as you need to make the right choice, and that is what's important, the right choice. And that doesn't mean for me or our business, if our customers aren't satisfied and aren't sleeping better than they did on the old bed, then we've failed,
right.
And we're not here to fail, and so we're going to find the bed that meets their needs because we have everything available that you can find in the market and even more.
Right.
We've taking this to another level and being able to satisfy our customers.
And we back that up by offering a 120-night comfort guarantee on every single mattress we sell in the store. So if a consumer gets a product that they buy from us delivered into the home, from the day of delivery, they've got 4 months to really make sure that fits their needs, or they can simply exchange it by coming back in and picking another mattress.
Our guests in studio, Dave Temlett and Terry Harder, the sleep experts from Innovative Sleep Solutions down there at 3033 King George Boulevard in South Surrey, White Rock, and online at innovativesleep.ca. There is more still ahead. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on CL 650.